Given several get there from here.
Look, we got people expecting us. We're in a hurry.
In a hurry? Airport's just down the road. Good kid.
His name is Lou.
Mexico. Mexico. Get that much call from Mexico. Yeah. Best bet is take the bus to St. Louis, change for El Paso.
When is the next bus to St. Louis?
Leaving now. Platform 1, better
Thanks.
hurry.
No. Absolutely no experts. That's the whole point. We let the letters speak for themselves.
With, of course, commentary by Jake McKinnon.
Who is no expert, at least not yet anyway.
Look, I have some more good ideas. I'll be here at the Harbor Club, okay?
All right, I'll be there in a while. I gotta go.
May I ask, what exactly do you think is going on?
And what do you mean by ordering me to meet you here?
Well, I believe I've just stolen your prized possession.
Genius at work?
Genius would like to take a break.
Officer Poole called.
Oh, yes, from New York.
Yes. Long, short story. They still have no idea who pushed the cornice off the roof, but
They
they'll
will
keep
keep us
informed, right? Hey, you okay?
You ever have one of those dreams where it's not very real, but it's very vivid and you just can't shake it off?
Yeah, kind of like it's got you under its spell.
Yeah, well, I've been a zombie all day.
What was your dream about?
Oh, same old, same old. You know, happy heroine, tortured, threatened, and otherwise abused. It might be interesting if you could swap dreams with someone else, find out what it is they're dreaming. Sort of like renting a video. So, what do you think Hillary dreams about?
Bob Dole.
Oh, yes, wow, nightmare.
So who was your bad guy? He must have really scared you.
Yes, he did.
Who is it?
Carl.
Yes, I am about to publish Felicia Gallan's newest novel.
You can't do that.
Well, it's a done deal. She gave me the manuscript this afternoon.
Yes, well, be that as it may. The fact remains, she's still under contract to us, and would you please get your boots off my table?
Have you read the contract, Carl?
I have. You see, Corey Publishing has the right to first refusal.
First refusal. That's right. And I haven't even seen it yet.
Marshall Kramer did, and he passed on it this morning. It looks like your loss is my gain.
If you publish that manuscript, I'll sue you before it's out of
On what grounds, Iris?
Felicia lived up to her end of the bargain. Marshall passed on it.
He had no authority.
Carl, break it to her gently, please.
Well, even if he had, Felicia will not be happy with you. You don't know the first thing about publishing a book.
I knew enough to get the book. You didn't even know it was gone. I think that you should teach Marshall to use his email. I don't have time to bring y'all up to speed. Right on.
I want to see Kramer in my office right away, please. Thank you.
But this is an absolute disaster.
Yes, well, we'll see. Have you seen the numbers on Porter John's new book? Selling out in Finland, of all places.
Carl, that doesn't matter.
Felicia Gallant is our biggest seller. Without her, our book division is less than average.
Please do not harangue me, Iris. I do not need a lecture. I'm very aware of how important she is.
What? Yes, I'm sure. It's just that I don't understand why Felicia would leave us after all this time. I mean, she went through that drinking bout, and we welcomed her back with open arms, and to go with Jake of all people.
It may not have been her choice.
Oh, Rachel will know. Felicia and Rachel have always been...
No. No, I must talk to Marshall first, before I disturb Rachel.
Why? Is something wrong?
No, it's just she has a lot on her mind right now, and I don't wish to add to it.
Oh, you mean that business about the stonework falling on her head?
Let's not over-dramatize, Iris.
Oh, it wasn't. I just that she would have died if you hadn't pushed her out of the way. I don't blame her for being upset.
She was fine last night.
So what happened this morning?
Oh, we'll talk later. I'm sure she's just overtired.
The entire nightmare. Carl Hutchins' worst hits. Starting with when he kidnapped Amanda.
Rachel wasn't really kidnapping.
Oh, you could have fooled me. That's what it looked like. And then carrying on to when he had that creep following me. I mean, every hideous vignette, one right after another.
Okay.
Every bad memory I've ever had of him.
I believe you.
But why? Why am I having these dreams right now?
Because you're marrying a man who used to be a terrible person? It's true.
I know it's true, but it's just so obvious.
Yes, Rachel, it is obvious. It is obvious. But if you weren't having dreams about him, I'd worry about you.
I guess you're right, but I don't like feeling this way. I mean, I'm all at odds and ends. I haven't done one productive thing all day. No, please don't look at that. It's not.
Oh, Rachel,
finished.
it's great. Look, all right, you're an artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Artists are supposed to be super sensitive, right?
Yeah.
Right. So take it easy on yourself, okay? You had a creature feature hangover. It'll pass.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I can trust him. He has changed, I know that, and it's natural to have doubts.
Do you believe that he loves you?
Yes. And I love him. But maybe that's not enough. I mean, I've browbeaten you and Amanda
Oh, you
and
didn't
Iris.
browbeat me at all.
Yes, I did. And I shoved him right down the board's throat, and now he's running everything, and I can't rewrite history. And I can't seem to control my subconscious. Boy, that would be ironic, wouldn't it?
What?
If, after all this time, I'm the one who can't live with what he's done.
Now, I know there's a bus station in Salem. Yes, Salem.
So, and that's where they'd head?
Yeah, unless they were going the other way, but they wouldn't.
All right, now what? I take the river road to the highway from here?
Yeah, but that's gonna take 20 minutes, tops.
Thank you.
Can you tell Tomas, can you just tell him? Never mind.
I'll tell him. Thank you.
Sorry. We missed it. The bus to St. Louis.
Oh, that's a real shame.
When's the next one?
Tomorrow morning.
Look, there's got to be another way we can get there.
Not that you'd ever catch me south of the border, but, yeah. I'd take a bus to Chicago. You can transfer just about any
When's the
place
next
from
bus to
there.
Chicago?
An hour. Platform 2.
Thanks. Okay, Louisa. We're gonna have to wait till the next bus, okay? It's okay. Now we can play hide and go seek. Now, anytime we see a police officer, we're gonna hide, okay? Okay, and then we're gonna go on the bus, and then we're gonna go far.
Are you saying you want to call off the wedding?
No. No, I'm not saying that at all. I just want to stop feeling this way. I can't get anything done. It's unnerving.
Rachel, did you think that maybe you're feeling this way because you almost got killed? I mean, maybe your subconscious is kicking up all these violent memories because of that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I told Carl.
You told him about the dream?
No. I woke up so disoriented I had to say something.
He must have caught on, huh?
I feel terrible for not telling him. But it wasn't anything it wasn't anything that really happened. It was just a dream. And he would have blown it all out of proportion.
What about you? You've been driving yourself crazy all day.
I know, but what if...
Say it. Say it.
What if it's a warning?
Rachel, this is all stuff that happened in the past.
Think of the timing.
So soon after the accident?
No, right before the wedding.
Oh, Rachel, it's just pre-wedding jitters.
Maybe. But maybe I'm warning myself. Maybe I know something that I don't even know I know.
Karen Lights from Somerville, New Jersey. Look, friendship, ongoing trust and respect, romance, everlasting love, very sexy, endless affection, reliability, security. What a woman wants from a man can be summed up in one simple phrase: a lifetime of forevers. And look what she's done. The letter of every line spells out forevers. Jake really has gotten some creative responses from these women. Yeah, they really do love this question, don't they?
Nobody ever asked it before. Look at this. He's really struck a nerve.
Well, that always was his forte.
Yeah, well, now he's learned how to capitalize on that. I mean it, Felicia. I can feel it. This book is a winner.
Yeah. Well, I've always loathed Jake ever since he sandbagged Paulina.
What, are you saying I shouldn't work with him?
No. No, of course not.
Well, then, why don't you work with him?
I have no choice. Corey doesn't want to publish my book, remember?
Did they say why?
Yes, because Mr. Kramer doesn't have a romantic bone in his body.
Well, he is the head of the book division.
Yeah, and sitteth at the right hand of Amanda Corey.
Speaking of which...
Lorna, I need a favor. Felicia, I've just agreed to give the commencement address at Northwestern's graduation ball.
I thought Rostenkowski was going
Yeah, I had to cancel, so I'm stepping in. I want to make sure the press is informed.
Yeah, of course, I'll get right on it. Mother, could you tell Jake when he gets here that I had to run?
Well, Felicia, would you like to join us since we just deprived you of your daughter?
Honey, you're gonna have to get the message to him some other way, all right? Grant?
Felicia.
Is Felicia all right? She will be. Jake is probably on his way here
Well, I'll
right
give
now.
Jake the message.
Will you? Great. Tell him I'll meet him in his place later, all right? Thanks.
I wonder what that was about. I mean, Felicia's not usually so rude.
So go after her.
Hey. What's wrong?
What is it?
Hey, well, have you heard anything about Vicky and the baby?
The investigator I hired to follow Ryan lost him.
I'm sorry.
I may never see my son again.
Listen, I'm sure if Ryan knows where they are, he'll convince her to come back.
I'm not sure of anything anymore, Amanda.
Ryan is a very moral person, you know that. He wouldn't be able to live with himself, Grant. In any event, there's nothing you can do about it tonight, so I suggest we talk about a happier subject, like when would you like to get married?
Amanda, I'm sorry. I know you don't want to hear this. I'm not ready to set a date yet.
I respect your judgment, Marshal. That's not the issue.
I beg to differ. You had no right to turn down a money-making guarantee.
Look, what is important? All that's important is that you apprise us of your decisions.
I was drafting you a memo when you called. I had only just spoken to Felicia at lunch.
He was so busy drafting that memo that Felicia signed with somebody else. Jake McKinnon is going to publish that.
Yes, and he's going to have his work cut out for him.
You didn't like it?
It doesn't work. I've done my homework, and I've read just about everything the lady's written. But this one...
Why? Tell me why. What happened?
I'll tell you what happened. She was pressured and belittled. First by Jake, and then by him. You didn't give her enough time.
Extensions.
What if there was a job done of careful editing?
Any editor worth her salt would send her back to page 1. But don't take my word for it. Have a look.
Or if we brought somebody in. Iris, what's the name of that editor who used to work with Felicia?
I talked to her yesterday, sent her a draft, and she got back to me this morning and declined my rather generous offer to work on it. So at that point, I had no choice but to turn it down.
I mean, it's not that I don't believe in you, Marshal. It's just that I'm amazed that someone like Felicia Gallant, who has been so dependable in this business.
Well, that's no doubt why Jake leapt at the chance to publish it. He can't have read it. This is a mistake he's going to regret.
Is it really that bad?
Yes. So far, Marshal's right. It's simply terrible.
You don't want to set a date, or are you saying you don't want to get married?
No. No, it's just that with the baby missing. I try to put it out of my mind, but I can't, and I don't want to spoil what should be a joyous occasion.
Hello, Amanda. Today is your lucky day. I thought I'd let you be the first to congratulate me.
Oh, for what? I'm so frightened to ask.
Well, you didn't hear. I'm publishing Felicia's new novel.
What? That's impossible.
Is it? Read it and weep. You lost your chance. Now it's all mine.
Jake, she has a contract with us.
Now, Amanda, I thought I told you to always read the fine
Jake,
print.
you were there when we renewed her contract. She's bound to us for the next year
You
or
should
so.
check with the mighty Marshal. He
Jake,
just might agree with you.
If you finished gloating, Lorna said that she would meet you at your house. Now, if you will excuse us.
With pleasure. Boy, can't wait to get home and crack this baby open.
Wait, you mean you haven't even read it?
More to the point, he bought it without reading it.
Well, why should I read it? It's Felicia Gallant's guaranteed bestseller. Why don't you ask Amanda?
Well, if it's anything like her last book,
It's going to
he's
shoot
right.
McKinnon Publishing straight to the top. Well, gotta go. Got a date with my first author. Ciao.
No wonder why Felicia was so abrupt with me. I can't believe this is happening. It's terrible. I mean, she's responsible for an enormous part of our revenue in our book division.
Calm down, don't panic. You don't know the facts yet.
Okay, you're right, but if he's got the rights, I mean, that's bad news for Corey.
You want to call your office?
No, later. As I recall, we're in the middle of our own little crisis.
No. It's not a crisis. I don't want it to be. I want to get married. I just don't want our wedding to turn into a media circus with you having to answer questions about Victoria's histrionics.
Okay, I'm with you there.
Besides, this thing can't go on indefinitely. Victoria's far too colorful and noisy to elude much of us for very long.
Okay, well, I couldn't agree with you more.
As soon as my son is back with us and the situation is settled down, then we'll start to plan our wedding.
Sounds fine with me. Besides, I wouldn't want to be upstaged by your ex-wife anyway.
She couldn't possibly upstage you.
And I don't think either of us would enjoy ourselves while we were worrying about the baby.
Thank you for understanding.
Besides, I have a feeling that I'm worth waiting for.
You're gonna make me wait?
This is bad. This is really bad.
Hi, is this the Salem bus station? It is great. Could you page somebody, please? You can't just say my name? Or say that someone's calling? Thanks anyway.
Well, Rachel, if I were you, I would try some chamomile tea before bed.
Ah, intravenously?
Yeah.
Well, you're home early.
Yeah, I didn't have any exams today.
Good. Well, I'll tell you what. Do you have any plans this evening?
No.
Good. Do you?
I could always wash my hair.
Well, that clinches it. We're gonna have a party, just us.
You can't have a party with just 3 people.
No, I mean the entire family. This would give me a great opportunity to visit really well with all of you.
All of us in one room?
You're gonna put knives on the table?
Well, I'd rather the cutlery fly here than at my wedding reception.
Well, I'll talk to Amanda, but Iris is another story.
I'll take care of Iris.
You've got a deal.
Okay.
Is Amanda home?
I haven't seen her.
I'll check the office.
Okay.
See you guys.
So what is it, Squirt? What's wrong?
Nothing.
Oh, come on. I think there's something wrong.
It's hopeless.
What is, honey?
Tomas, I'm never gonna see him again.
Oh, honey.
Okay, Luisa. When we play hide and go seek, you gotta be very, very quiet, okay? We don't want that man over there to see us.
How you doing? Been here all day?
I've been here all my life.
Looking for a teenage boy and a little girl. Magazine vendor said he saw a couple fitting the description.
Little girl?
Mm-hmm.
Can't say as I have.
Sure. You'll give us a call if you do.
I live to serve, officer. I live to serve.
You hungry? Want some crackers?
Well, if they were here, they're not here now, yeah? I'm gonna check outside again. I'm heading over to the airport.
We gotta go wait someplace else. This place is a little too public, okay? Luisa, ven aquí.
You're just gonna leave without telling me where you were going? What you were doing?
How do you know where we were?
Doesn't matter.
It does matter. The cops are looking for me. If they know where I am.
Nobody knows.
There was a cop here 2 minutes ago. Kate, he probably saw you.
Nobody saw me. The only person who knows where I am is Maggie. Don't be mad at her, Tomas. Please don't. She knows how much the two of you mean to me.
She promised me she wasn't going to tell anybody.
I'm not anybody. I love you. You are my family. I couldn't just let you go off in the wild blue yonder.
You see, that is exactly why, Kate, I didn't tell you. Because I knew you were going to come after us. I can't believe Maggie told you.
Darling, Maggie loves you. Do you know how hard it was for her to let you go?
You think I like it?
I know. I'm not here to make you stay. I promised Maggie I was coming to just say goodbye. And explain to Luisa why her life is turned upside down.
We gotta go, Kate. Look, this place isn't safe.
Fine. I'm going with you. That's why I came here. I'm leaving Bay City and I'm going with you.
You got a life here, Kate. A job, people that care about
The only people I care about are you. And besides, I promised you.
I can take care of Luisa.
Hell, you gotta get a job. Who's gonna stay with her? Who's gonna cook for her?
We'll work things out. Look, Kate, I wish things were different, but they're not. In this way, you can get a chance to go on with your life.
There is nothing here for me.
What about
Tomas.
Dr. Hudson? He's not going to want you to leave.
Dr. Hudson's been very kind.
Kate?
He was.
He likes you. Give him a
He
chance.
doesn't like me. The only reason he even talks to me is because I look like his wife. No, that is over. I can't do that anymore. I'm Kate Baker. I'm not. I cannot see him anymore. What?
Nothing. Oh. I was just thinking about something. Look, we gotta go.
Please, Tomas, let me go with you.
No, you can't. Look, as soon as we get settled, I will call you. I promise.
He fits the description. He's got a little kid with him. He's got to dress like a boy, but I'm sure it's the girl. They're inside the station.
I don't get it. How can someone just forget how to write?
Oh, hon.
Hey, I'm sorry I couldn't meet you. Did you get my message?
Yeah, Grandpa.
Listen to this letter we got from Philly, Jake. Linda Lee Lipka's point of view had me reading every red light over here. Listen, remember, don't ever judge her, be jealous of her, treat her like a doll, belittle her, ignore her, shut her out, condemn her, assume what she wants, lie to her, tell her what to do, demand, raise your voice, preach, force, and ever stop trying. I think we should put some of these on the cover. What do you think? I mean, we do need quotes on the cover.
The cover?
Jake. Earth to Jake.
I'm sorry, Lorna. It's been a rough day.
Hey, do you want to do this tomorrow?
As a matter of fact, would you do me a favor? Did you read that?
Who wrote it?
Oh, just so many I'm thinking about adding to the list. I wanted to get a second opinion before I consider publishing them.
So you liked it?
Well, the author came highly recommended. It's just, it's not what I usually read.
What, no fast cars?
No cars at all.
Oh, I like it already.
Read.
This week, tortured prisoners left to die think their prayers have been answered.
God, somebody's up here! Help! Help!
Your parents will just accept your fate. Your friends will leave, never knowing you're here.
There's no way out. But there's always hope. Shadows of the Past continues on Days of Our Lives.
So the only way that he could keep Louisa is if he went on the run. And he did.
That's terrible. Why don't they just give him the help he needs to raise her? He's a very responsible young man.
Yeah, well, don't even get me started, Rachel. My whole ambition right now is to grow up and run social services and fire Miss Shaw.
Sounds like a good plan to me. Well, if there's anything you need, if you need my help, you just let me know, okay?
Thank you.
Hello, hello, everybody.
I think I need to study.
Hello, Maggie.
Hi, Iris.
Oh, wait a minute. We'll see you later, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I stopped by to check on you.
Oh, well, I don't need any checking on.
Okay, so I'm paranoid. It's just that you were almost killed in New York, and Carl said you weren't yourself this morning.
Well, I didn't sleep very well, that's all.
Oh, this is just so typical of you. Bottling up your feelings and playing the stoic.
Actually, there is some way you can help me if you really want to.
Anything. Well, almost anything.
Come to dinner tonight. I'm having the entire family.
My, you are feeling stoic.
Can you make it?
Oh, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Good.
What?
No, nothing, thank you.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Rachel.
No, I don't mean just for coming for dinner. But for doing what you can to get along with Carl.
Well, I do have to work with the man.
No, it's more than that. I thought it would take a lot longer for you to come around. I thought you'd dig in and boycott the wedding and complain.
Because I'm such a miserable human being.
No, you're a very generous one, and I just want you to know I appreciate it.
And so do I. You've been an enormous help, Iris. And I don't mean just down at the office, though you've certainly made my job easier there as well.
Oh, please. All this approval will ruin my reputation.
Oh, your secret's quite safe with us, Iris.
I certainly hope so. If you go around telling everybody how noble I've been, I'll have to think of something completely wicked, won't I? Well, I really do have to run.
Well, we'll see you later, though.
Yes, dinner at 8.
Good, of course.
Dinner at 8? Is she actually coming to dinner?
Actually, the whole family is. I hope you don't mind.
Well, as long as there's someone there to taste my food first.
I'm sorry, I should have checked with you.
No, not at all. It's a good idea. I mean, we haven't entertained the whole family since... Is this the first time?
Yes, the very first time.
Well, batten down the hatches.
Do you really think it's going to be that difficult?
Well, let's just say it'll be memorable. Now, why don't you tell me what's bothering you?
Rachel wants it to be a real family occasion, and she's hoping you both can make it. Is Carl gonna be there? Like I said, it's gonna be the whole family.
It's up to you.
Are you up for a game of Pass the Stress?
Well, it doesn't affect me the way it affects you.
Look, Amanda, I know how you feel, but this would mean a lot to Rachel, especially now with these threats against Carl. She's not feeling so great. I think she needs to have us around her.
The house is secure. I'm thinking primarily of Allie.
Yeah, of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't let her stay there.
Look, Amanda, all she's asking is that you come and have dinner with all of us. Bring Grant, too. Please, come. She needs to see you.
Here you go, cup of coffee.
There's nothing that's gonna help this.
You don't like it?
Oh, it's bogus. You know, it's like, you know, and I like the genre, I really do. The historical romance, you know, with the courtships and the clothing and all, but this is like a really bad Felicia Galan imitation. I mean, it's really bad.
Hate to tell you, but that's no imitation.
Yeah, well, when you get to know the genre better, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, Lorna, this is Felicia's latest novel.
You're saying my mother wrote this?
That's right.
No. No way, Jake. No, my mother is an excellent craftsman. There's no way she would write this. This wouldn't even...
We will celebrate it the minute the book reviews come in. No, I know it's a big move, but yeah, it was time. I am very excited. Bo, listen, I've got to run, all right? I love that you called me today. Yeah, well, it was just what I needed. Right. Okay, soon. Okay, bye-bye. I'm coming.
Hello, Felicia.
Did we have an appointment?
No, we didn't.
Oh,
May I come in?
depends. What do you want?
I'd like to talk to you.
I'm not interested.
You're angry. I get it. Can we talk now? I mishandled our discussion of your book this afternoon, and I regret it.
No, you don't. You're just worried about losing your job. Who was it? Iris? No, I'll bet it was Carl, am I right?
They were understandably upset. We were all upset. You're a great writer, Felicia.
You will forgive me if I'm underwhelmed.
I talked to my daughter. She told me what happened with Lorna. It doesn't change my opinion of your book, but it explains a few things.
What are you talking about?
I read all your novels, Felicia, and they rely heavily on romance, seduction, and the man overpowering the ostensibly reluctant maiden.
Spare me your critique, all right? Do you want my book?
No, I don't. But I do have a proposition for you.
How can someone just forget how to write?
She didn't forget how to write. It's the material.
She picked it.
No, she didn't.
What do you think? Somebody put a gun to her head? Somebody said, write a romance novel or else?
She was trying to write the kind of book that they wanted, the kind of book that you wanted.
Don't give me that, all right? Your mother's the queen of the bodice rippers. It's not Kafka, but she has made a bundle writing romance novels. She's good at it, or at least she used to be. I mean, this is the love scenes. There's no build, there's no detail. She's just not into it.
Yeah, well, that would be my fault.
Your fault. How your fault?
Ever since I was raped, Jake, she can't write the way she used to. I really thought she'd gotten past it.
I don't get it.
Yeah, well, the point is, what can we do about it?
She's gonna have to fix this.
Fix it? She could fix this. It wouldn't be in the shape that it's in right now.
I cannot publish this.
Well, then you were just gonna have to tell her.
So what am I supposed to do? Just turn this down?
What else can you do?
Do that. I have already sent out press releases. My reputation is riding on this. My future is riding on this. If I don't publish this, I am ruined.
It would be irresponsible for Cory to publish your book.
Well, then it's lucky for me that I found another publisher.
Well, you can make any sort of arrangements you want, Felicia, but the best thing you should do right now is put aside your animosity toward me and show the book to someone you really trust.
I have.
Jake McKinnon.
Yes.
He accepted the book before he read it, didn't he? He's banking on your reputation, Felicia, which he will damage in a desperate attempt to get his own company off the ground. You're too experienced to be swept away by promises of publication.
Oh, I see. Yes, you don't want to publish it, but you don't want anyone else to publish it
Nothing would
either?
give me more pleasure than to bring forth a book by Felicia Gallant and give it to the public. But it's got to be the right book.
And you are the expert.
Well, I'm head of the book division, and that's about as close as it's going to get.
You know, I'm sure that if this was under any other circumstances, I would find you utterly charming.
Oh.
But the fact is, you have overstayed your welcome.
Yes, well, you haven't heard my proposition yet.
Well, then you better make it quick.
I've got a hunch about you, Felicia. I think you have outgrown your material. And I think your daughter's misfortune had a lot to do with that. I don't think you can write the kind of love scenes required by the romantic genre when you have first-hand knowledge of what that sort of brutality does to people?
I have never written brutal. I do not advocate rape or violence to women, and I really resent you
Come on,
implying that
Felicia,
I
come
have.
on. Whether they're, you mean they're dressed in lace and tights, violence is violence.
They are not violent.
Tell me Armand does not rip open Jocelyn's blouse.
I do not write violence in my women. I write them strong and passionate and intelligent. I really resent you giving me some two-bit analysis of me or my daughter or any of my characters.
I have nothing against passion or for strong physical action. But what I do know is that your days as a romantic novelist are over. But it's no tragedy.
Not for you, obviously. But to 50 million readers worldwide? If that were true, which it is not, it would be a tragedy.
Felicia, you are a crafted, intelligent writer. But now it's time to turn your skills on a more important book. A book that expresses the woman that you have become, and not the adolescent fantasies of your fans. And I'll help you.
You're going to help me write a book.
I don't care how long it takes or how many drafts you need.
I love writing romance novels. That's exactly what I want to do. And if you don't like it, Buster, it's your loss. Now get the hell out of here.
Now, I know something's bothering you, so why don't you simply share it?
It was nothing. I just had a nightmare last night, and then I couldn't get back to sleep, so I'm overtired.
And that awakened you, did it? There must have been some dream.
I've had worse.
Do you remember it?
Yes, no. I mean, you know, it was just a nightmare. It had to do with the corners falling on us.
Yes. Oh, I do apologize for that.
It wasn't your fault. Now, I really must talk to Helen about dinner. What is your pleasure, squab or leg of lamb?
You are my pleasure, and you are my leg of lamb. What troubles thee troubles me.
I'm fine, really. I am.
Having nightmares while lying in bed next to me, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's not really good form, is it?
No, I don't suppose. Well, it's all right. I'll talk to my subconscious about it. And now, if I don't talk to Helen about this dinner, she's going to serve my head on a platter.
Anything I can help with?
No. Just be prepared for a memorable evening.
Hello, Rita. I shan't be back for dinner this evening. And the wedding is on for New York.
Where will you go?
I have friends in Mexico that help us out.
What friends? I don't remember your mother ever mentioning any people in Mexico.
You met them, the Perdomos. They moved as soon as Willie started school.
Yes, yes, they're good people.
So I'll just stay with them until I get enough money to go back home.
To Ecuador?
My mother's people are still there. We gotta go.
Here. You take this.
I can't take this, Kate.
You take this for Luisa. Luisa, sweetie, let me look at you. Look at you. You look like a little tomboy.
Cops are looking for a little girl, so...
Oh, well, you've got a very smart Tomas. Are you? Well, let me tell you something real quick before you put your head down. You be a good girl, okay? And every night, when you look up at the moon, I want you to think about how much I love you. And I'll be looking up at the same moon, thinking about how much I love you.
That's them.
What are you doing? Well, let it go. Let it go. She's mine.
Where are you taking her?
She's gonna be
Child
fine.
welfare for the time being until further
You can't have her.
arrangements
You
are made.
can't have her. She's mine.
You're under arrest for kidnapping and flight to avoid prosecution. Shut
Tomorrow, on Another World, Rachel and Carl prepare to be the perfect hosts for the Corey dinner party from hell, and the stalker prepares to crash the party. Don't miss a minute of Another World tomorrow on NBC Daytime.